about corporate dentistry? I know the doctors are always telling me about, they're coming into town, Randy. Yeah. Dentistry's changing. There's no hope for the single practitioner. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's nonsense, first of all.
But do you hear that too?
Oh, I hear it all the time. And the Walmart effect does not apply to dentistry, okay? Just because Heartland or one of these other big groups comes into the area does not mean they're going to wipe out the individual practitioners. In fact, just the opposite. Right now, corporate dentistry owns roughly 25-30% of the dental practices out there, and that number's growing. However, a single practitioner or even maybe a doctor who owns a handful of practices can do far better than the corporate guys if they have these 10 ingredients in place. It's that simple.
That's good to hear, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I have a consultant that will say, Randy, in the next 20 years, you can't make it as a single practitioner. In 10 years, maybe even 5 years, you don't buy it.
No, not at all. If you know what you're doing, if you know the 10 ingredients of success, and if you follow our program, you're going to be very, very successful. Again, I mentioned our minimum requirement about 1.2 million in collections. What that also means is the doctor is making a minimum of 500,000 per year. In other words, his or her personal income is at least 500,000 a year.
And you'll show them how to get there.
Absolutely. Efficiently, well-organized practice, low or no stress.
Same thing's happening in medicine. 16 years ago, and I really started with the medical doctors and moved into more and more dentists. But they'll say, oh, Randy, the hospitals are taking over, the big medical groups are taking over, Obamacare, you can't make any money. But yet, I could name and bore you for the next 3 hours of individual medical doctor practitioner that is a cash pay practice that, the guy's stressed out because he's so busy.
Exactly.
He can't even handle the load.
Exactly.
So the same thing in dentistry. They'll always go to the good guy.
Let me give you an example. One of our practices in Northern Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C., we're located in an office park where there's 5 buildings, okay, all within 30 seconds walk of each other. In this office park, there are 13 other general dental offices. Within 1 mile of our practices, there are about 90 to 100 other dentists. And we are out producing and out collecting all of those people. So obviously, it can be done if there's all this competition. And some of these are corporate groups, by the way, and we're out producing these guys. Why? We know what we're doing. And we want to share that knowledge with our clients.
And I don't want to oversimplify what you're doing, but it's just your systems must just be better than the failing practices.
Yes.
So when you improve the system, give them this winning system, you could implement it in any town. What if they say, yeah, but Joe, you don't know Fresno.
Right.
Do you hear that, by the way?
Oh, I hear this all the time. Yeah, that may work in your areas, but it doesn't work in our area. And that's nonsense. The people who are listening to this show, I'm sure have heard of Dr. Steven Rasner, okay? This guy is in a depressed town in New Jersey, producing and collecting over $4 million per year, has been doing it forever, okay? So how's he doing this in a down economy? So there are guys all over the place that are just killing it. They're collecting millions of dollars a year while people all around them are failing. What's the difference? It's because the successful doctor is doing certain successful things. It's that simple.